What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you were watching this Real Housewives of Atlanta drama play out, baby, you come to the right place because we got some thoughts. If you don't know, Kenya Moore looks like she's back. She made Bravo bow down. Now, some of y'all can believe those tweets that Eric says, but I remember 2 weeks ago, Kenya gave her apology, gave her goodbye tweet. Everybody was singing it so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. The Hollywood Reporter, which is an industry trade magazine that doesn't deal with gossip at all, had it sourced from Bravo that Kenya was out of there. Well, apparently, Kenya has something for them. She said, baby, whatever it is, they literally got right real quick, sat up straight. Kenya looks like she's back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But guess what? Everybody was saying, well, Kenya was the only one with the storyline. Baby, it seems like Porsha Williams also got a storyline thanks to her near do well, very slow, very fast aging husband who apparently might have dysfunction. It looks like Simon gave Porsha her storyline, and I don't think Simon wanted Porsha to have a storyline like this. Y'all, let's get into this. If you guys don't know, Simon, being an idiot, hit Porsha with papers saying that basically she's a town bicycle, been with 5 men. Dennis, you know she ain't never gonna stop messing with Dennis. And I don't think Dennis mind. Dennis, some other Mr. Big, that African guy that's married, a few other people, and Future. I said Future, but then I said Portia's with Future. Everybody was like, girl, not Future. Porsha was with R. Kelly. R. Kelly had Porsha waiting in his room like a dog. Go read her memoir. If you don't want to read it, go watch my book club. Had Porsha waiting in the room like a dog while he had other girls over, and she was fine as long as she was Queen Bee. She was literally, read the book. It was some crazy stuff happening. Even her being moved to the glass room where the jump off stayed, and she ain't like that, and all this other stuff. And Porsha would mess with R. Kelly after the tapes came out. Baby, Porsha, Simon was a cakewalk, and Future, it looked better than Simon, so whatever. Anyway, Simon kept saying, oh, she this, she for the street, she this and that. Porsha hit back, and I gotta say, she's hilarious. She posted on her stories little tiny words that said ED, bigger words, ED, bigger words, ED, big words, ED, to say that Simon can't get it up. When it comes to Simon, it is not, in fact, up and stuck. Now, I do want to say that in the interview I did with Simon's ex-wife, Fallon actually said that there's no way that Porsha could be working on a baby with Simon because Simon is, little swimmers can't swim. They busy drowning in tequila, bad food, that stomach, and of course, cigars, right? So all this stuff happened, right? Simon should have just kept his mouth shut because at the end of the day, Simon, especially who this new girl he's messing with, if he's messing with someone, I don't know Simon's life. I'm just speculating, right? With the gray hair and the beard, and he looking how old is Simon now? 65? Because Fallon did say that he was lying about his age, right? Simon, just keep your mouth shut. I don't even understand why Simon thought it was a good idea to say another wife cheated on him. And again, Simon, if Porsha was fine to be your sneaky link, why would you think? I mean, there's no honor among thieves, right? Anyway, Simon jumped back on and said the next narrative has arrived, erectile dysfunction, ED, and then put hashtag wife is for the streets. But Simon, how can you see? Here's the thing. We can say Portia's for the streets, but Simon, you picked this woman. You fought for this woman. You spent money on that. That woman is a reflection of you, Simon. She ain't trick you. And the sad thing is, as much as you think Portia's for the streets, baby, you still below her because Portia got her citizenship. I'm not saying there's a big deal about being an American citizen, but Simon thinks it is. As much as he lied, schemed, and scammed to get to this country, as much as he wants to talk about ha ha ha, Black Americans, and you think this is that. Baby, you're the one that schemed and lied, and the federal government finally shut you down on January 11th of 2024. It must be something in this country. Anyway, right? So how are you saying wife is for the streets? Again, Simon, this makes you look stupid, right? On top of that, right? Simon has threatened to sue Porsha. And I think that he actually would do it. I think he actually would do it. The neighborhood talk is reporting that Simon went off on Portia after she seemingly accused him of having erectile dysfunction. He said, "Get your coins together. You're going to need every dime to defend what's coming. You met the right one." First of all, Simon, if you really didn't have a problem with that and you were strong like bull, why are you getting so upset? It's like somebody calling you ugly or broke. If you're not ugly or broke, why are you honestly getting upset about it? How is this going to ruin things? Are your future suitors going to be reading Portia's Instagram stories to see about whether to sleep with you? Because in my opinion, everybody comes around you because of the money that you put in your pocket. The only thing is, people don't realize you probably drained your bank account that morning. That's all the money you have. Anyway, right? He said the narrative changed from imminent deportation and fleeing the country to Dubai to broke and selling luxury cars, waiting for the next narrative. Then the next narrative is ED. Then he said this railroad 265-day just does not get it. Simon, the joke's old. We get it, the robot, but you're not even saying it right. But Simon was never a wordsmith, and he was mad, Twitter fingers typing this. And isn't it funny that at the end of the day, so you know how Kendrick said sometimes history don't even need a reason to repeat itself? Wasn't he crashing out on Instagram about Fallon, tweeting, putting up this, threatening to sue her, all this stuff? And ain't he crashing out again on Instagram over Porsha, tweeting, doing this, threatening to sue her? The more things change, there are consequences for making inflammatory and defamatory statements. First, okay, he said, "Get your coins together. You're going to need every dime to defend what's coming." A woman that has a history of coming for the manhood of every ex. That's true, but you still married her. Peddling the same old narrative and tricks. Actually, she said some people were gay. Dennis was supposed to like bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. I don't know. Peddling the same old narrative and tricks. Unfortunately, you met the right one. Railroad 265 days, married for 453 days. Okay, let me just say this, right? Simon, how do you, Portia also said men's health awareness, things you can do to help with erectile dysfunction. Lose weight if you're overweight, stop smoking, eat a healthy diet, exercise daily, and try to reduce stress and anxiety. Um, how does a man feel when he has ED? It is common for men with ED to feel anger, frustration, sadness, and lack of confidence. However, the condition can be treated. Anxiety and stress are common emotional responses, but one qualitative study found that actually the most common initial reaction was a sense of emasculation. Really quick, you guys, while I was filming this video, didn't I tell you? Simon popped up with a post that proves he has zero self awareness and just hit the same thing with Fallon. This isn't new, right? He posted, ED has never felt this good. Let me take my ED self around the world as a single man with no ducks in tow. Did Simon know he's dragging himself? Y'all listen. Let's get back into this story. Let's get back into this story. First of all, Portia never said your name. We just all assumed she was talking about you. So because she threw it and you hollered, if she threw out a hit and you hollered, now we know you think she was referring to her. You think it was. On top of that, he said, if I didn't allow witches in my life, my angel would not have to work so hard. And does he have a new girlfriend? Who is this angel? He speaks up. But I do want to say one thing. How's Simon going to prove this? Are you going to have a parade of women you slept with? A parade of who are you going to put on the stand? Fallon? You going to put on Jessica Rabbit? How do you plan to prove that this is not true? Now, I do understand that ED is something about health and sexual health. So when it comes to suing people for defamation and slander, when it comes to things like that, maybe. But like, here's what I think. I think Simon should sue him because he wants to waste Portia's money and he wants her to pay. But I just don't think that no one is around to take Simon's phone away to say sometimes dignified silence is the best answer because at the end of the day, you just gave Portia her storyline. But that said, it couldn't happen too. a nicer person. This is the same man that blocked Fallon's kids that he had raised for like 5 years. At the end, and he was cheating on their mom the whole time. But you know what? It's none of my business. It's just my opinion. We'll see what happens with Simon and this lawsuit. Maybe he will make Porsha bow down, but I don't know. Can a non-citizen sue a citizen of America, or is Simon still a citizen? I don't know. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.